Hello and welcome back to the studio where we paint away the stress of everyday life. But today I actually want to talk about rabbit skin glue. It's a medieval thing. It's been centuries and centuries and centuries old. One of the first glues ever used, besides from fish glue and hide glue, which I'll explain in just a moment. But first of all, let me show you what rabbit skin glue is, how to prepare it, and then we'll show you how to apply it to a canvas panel. So what we've got here is rabbit skin glue. Now this is comes in a couple of formats, powdered form or granular form, like that. There you go. That's the granular form. It's got all the moisture taken out of it, basically. What this is a collagen. They used to use rabbit skins, but have you ever heard of the saying, we're going to sell the horse to the glue factory? When the horse becomes unwell and they have to put it down, they actually sell the carcass to the glue factory. Now I don't want you to be frightened by that, but this is what they did. And obviously the rabbit skins as well, because people used to eat a lot more rabbits then than what they do today. But hide glue basically is any animal carcass so they can actually get this out of. So, you know, one good thing about that is at least the animals don't die in vain. So at least some of these parts are actually used to make glue. It's quite safe, it's traditional, as I said, it's been around for centuries, and it comes in powdered form as well, as I said. So let's put that there for 1 second. So what you need to do to prepare this, you don't need as much as you think. You only need, this is my measurement. When I make a batch of rabbit skin glue up, I only make a small batch at a time, because it deteriorates when it's made, and you can only keep it in a solidified form for no more than about a fortnight maximum. So that's one part of rabbit skin glue. Believe it or not, to 10 parts of water. So that amount of rabbit skin glue to that amount of water, as you can see. So equal parts. So 10 of these to 1 of them. What that equates to is 2 large containers of water. There you are. I've already pre-measured these up, so I know that 2 of these is equal to 1 of those. So it's an easier format then. So that's a half pint, that's a half pint. That's 1 pint then of distilled cooled water to 1 part of, and this is approximately 2 ounces. Yeah, so 2 ounces to a pint of water. That's all you need. So what you do with that is, quite simply, you add those 2 together. You I'd put them in a saucepan like this. This is a saucepan I bought specifically for this. And you let them soak overnight. Then you're going to get a jelly-like consistency of the rabbit skin glue has actually soaked up all the moisture. That is pure collagen. That is pure collagen. It's getting out of the muscles, the sinews, bones. I don't know how they process it, the skin, but it's pure collagen really. That's all it is. Now you can get that out of fish as well, so that you can make a fish glue. And hide glue, again, I'd imagine would be something like horses, cattle, sheep, anything that they can extract that collagen from. They process the carcasses. And again, the old saying was, take the horse to the glue factory. So what we need to do now is process this, and this needs to be warmed up on a heat, and not bringing it to the boil, no more than 60 degrees. So you've got to be very careful, and I would warm that up slowly. If you've got a thermometer, use a thermometer, but I'd rather go by eye. So that's the way I work. So let's get that into a glue, and I'll show you exactly what happens there. Okay, so we've done that, and what I've actually done is I've set up a camping stove and a pan with some water in it. I'm going to bring that to the boil, and I'm going to use a glass jar then as a bain-marie. I'll explain to you, if you don't know what that is, I'll explain to you exactly what that is. So I normally do this in my other shed. I got a shed out in the garden where I prepare all this type of stuff, do panels and stuff like that. But I've drained off a little bit of water, and this is what you end up with, is a half a pint of rabbit skin glue or hide glue, depends what you call it. So that's actually one part of that has increased its volume by 5 parts. So I'm going to add that into my glass jar now. I'm going to bring the water up to the boil first, and then we've got to dissolve that and make it into a glue. Okay, I'm just going to leave that on the low heat. There you go. A bain-marie is basically a container within a container. You can use 2 saucepans, or you can use a glass jar like I'm using here. And I just need to put a little bit of water in there, not a lot, just a little bit. There you go. I normally eyeball that, so it's not an exact science as far as that's concerned. And then I add the rabbit skin glue. Get a stirrer and just basically stir that until it starts to melt. As I said, you can actually store this in a container. I would put it a lid on it, and I would put it into the fridge, and you can keep it up to about 2 weeks. Then the properties tend to break down a bit. Basically all we're doing is dissolving the collagen into the water. This way you're not actually going to bring it to boiling, you're just keeping it warm. Rabbit skin glue won't work cold, obviously. It needs to be kept warm for it to bond to whatever you were using it for, actually. Applying a size, or sticking canvas to board. The downside to rabbit skin glue is that even though it's been used for centuries and centuries, people that restore paintings from, say, the 14th century or before that have had great difficulty in actually trying to restore the paintings, because rabbit skin glue over a period of years will actually absorb moisture from the atmosphere and cause it to break down. Rabbit skin glue has been used for making bows, typically for violins. The reason being that if there was a problem with the violin and a part of it had to be removed and replaced, then all they would have to do is soak the affected area with water, and then the rabbit skin glue would just basically break down, and they'd be able to take the affected part away and replace it. And fish glue was used for making bows and the like. It's quite strong stuff, actually, but if you apply it too thick as a size, it will crack and peel, so it takes a little bit of practice to get it quite right. But once you've got the thickness of glue that you want, it's quite a strong adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to just continue to bring this mixture together. Hopefully now you can see it starting to dissolve. There we go, one batch of rabbit skin glue made. What I'm going to do now is pour that into a plastic cup and just let it set. So I've made about 3/4 of a pint of rabbit skin glue with that mixture. So there we go, there's our rabbit skin glue. So what I'm going to do is put that, and that's not hot at all, that is just warm. So it's below that boiling point. In fact, I could put my finger in it. There you go. So it's not even hot enough to cause any damage. So I'm going to let that cool off. I'm going to put that in the fridge, and then when it solidifies I will show you the result. So welcome to day 2. This is about, well, it is 24 hours since I actually made the rabbit skin glue. So what I wanted to do is show you how that solidifies, and as I said, you can put this in a fridge and it'll last for up to 2 weeks. And the next video you're going to see then is me actually making a canvas panel with it. So keep an eye out for that video. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at this stuff. So you can see how it's actually solidified. So that's rabbit skin glue for you. So all we need to do is warm that up, and then we can use it. As I said, I'm going to be showing you how to make a canvas panel. That's the one I made previously to making this video. And well, stay tuned. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and bye.
So grab your brush, have a great time, and don't forget to click subscribe.